The biggest bank in the U.S., Wells Fargo, has been fined $185 million for what federal regulators have called widespread illegal practice. Now, the company is reported to have created more than 2 million accounts for customers who didn't request them in a bid to boost its sales targets. Wells Fargo confirmed that they have fired around 5,300 employees in the last few years over this issue. Well, who better to delve a little more into this than our editor-at-large, Craig Kapitas, who joins me in the studio. Craig, this is the scope of the scandal is actually quite shocking. You have more than 5,000 employees creating 2 million accounts. It sounds very much, actually adds a new term, new meaning to the word inside job.
It is an inside job, and this is big because Wells Fargo is perhaps the most trusted brand in the United States. Some would argue that there wouldn't be a United States of America without Wells Fargo. It's a critical, big chapter in American history. Just watch.
The firm of Wells Fargo played an important part in the settling and development of our American West. Wells Fargo's business was transportation and security. Its motto was to safeguard and deliver the goods.
Wells Fargo had a fine reputation for integrity, built upon two things. No Wells Fargo shipper ever lost a dime, and no killer ever shot a Wells Fargo man and got away with it.
There you go.
Until now.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is a big deal. And the reason no one's going to jail, none of the villains are going to jail here, because Wells Fargo is one of the banks that's just too big to fail. It controls close to $2 trillion worth of assets in the United States. And one of the remarkable things about what happened here is the government cut a deal with them. You give us, what was it, $100 and some million, and we're not going to put anyone in jail. Moreover, you do not have to admit whether you're guilty or innocent. You don't have to say anything. So Wells Fargo is getting off scot-clean here.
But why would a company that's worth over $250 billion actually risk its reputation for this?
Money, power, greed. These banks are told to get new customers any way they can. It's top-down management. So the little guys in the bank were encouraged to go out and sign up as many accounts as they could. When they couldn't get enough people, they started making up names. Now, Wells Fargo says, okay, 5,300 people were fired, and their only public excuse is, well, we have 268,000 employees, so it's not a lot. Well, it's 2%. Let me tell you something, AJ. All it takes is one person in a bank to screw up an economy. Just take a look at what happened with the financial crisis.
If I'm a new customer, I'm certainly not going to go set up a new account at Wells Fargo, am I?
You would think, but one must wonder how much attention is being paid to this by the customers. They should be paying attention to it. They should be, anyone, and by the way, there's a Wells Fargo branch here in Istanbul, and anyone who has an account at Wells Fargo, it's a global bank, not just the American West, they should get in touch with the bank and find out if their accounts have been doctored.
Okay. Craig Kapitas, thank you very much for that analysis.